lost the game against a team that was better than us on every factor. We know that it's tough and hard to play here. Pity that we played the way we played on the second quarter, which actually finished the game, and the way that we started the third quarter. I know that we can do better because a week ago, not too long ago, a week ago we played and we did much better. But as I said, we lost to a team that today was better than us on every factor. It's almost shouting our defensive rebound thing. We have a big problem on our defensive rebound thing, and if you look at the stats, it's not about the big guys, because you can leave with one offensive rebound of two offensive rebounds of Copeland, or one or two offensive rebounds of Young, but we can't leave with four offensive rebounds of William. And this is something that happened to us once in a while in the preparation games. It happened to us in the European game against the Polish team, and it's something that we will have to think about it and to improve it. Because if you take a game, even if it was a game of 20 points, 20-25 points, but if you take the difference between their rebounds and our rebounds, which is 18 rebounds, yeah, so you understand why this is the score, 20 something, 26 points game. This plus the percentages of some of our players, which I always, because I'm a defensive coach, I want to give the credit for their defense, just to keep Ron Lewis the way they kept, to keep Ronel the way they kept, yeah? And Peter Van Passa the way they kept. So these are three. If you look at their percentages, you can understand why we didn't make more than 60 points, because we missed their points. Mainly I'm talking about the percentages. Because even if we make those points with low percentages, it gives them a lot of balls. And ours is a good running team for sure at home. As I said, I have to give them the compliment. We played a very good game today, but we know it's a long season. So it's 1 from 36. So it's a away game in ours. We still have a long way to go. And we are a new team. That you can feel that some of the actions that we do still doesn't flow, but I'm sure that once the chemistry will be better, the team will play better because we got the potential.
Games, I think you see a lot of teams that are going to be much different in a month or 2 months from now. There's so many teams with so many new players. There's maybe 3 teams in the league that have 4 or 5 players from last year. Almost every other team has so many new guys that it's going to be very inconsistent and up and down. And the teams that can find themselves the quickest and hold it, it's not just finding it, but it's the consistency of it, are the teams that are going to do well early and then possibly reach their peak during the season at a quicker time. And this is a good basketball team we beat today. I mean, I've seen them on film, and they beat Ostend in Ostend. I saw them just demolish Liège. They have good players, and they had the coach can say more about his team than I can, but I was happy with our intensity and our focus, our concentration. And like I said, if we can play defense, we're going to be a hard team to beat because we have a lot of offensive weapons. And today we played defense for the first time for 40 minutes. And of course, there's always the risk that everybody's going to think this is the way it's going to be every game. And believe me, it's not going to be like this. There's a lot of good teams in the league. Mons, the next time we see them, are going to be much stronger, and it's going to be a very close and tight league as we get deeper into it. But I think you have to win on your home court if you have ambitions to get to the playoffs, and which we do. We were able to do that today. But obviously, I'm pleased with their concentration and their intensity today, and. It's not, I don't think too much, I don't think a team can always play this well, but it's not too much to ask for your players to be focused, concentrated, play hard every game. It's not going to always happen, but I think it's the right of every coach and every club to demand that, and today they did that. We didn't do that in the second half in Sweden when we got the big lead. We let it all go away. So maybe we learned something from that. Well, Mons has a lot of talent. I think we have talent, but the question is what the depth of it is. You know, and until you really get to know each other, if things go bad, they can go bad for 5, 6, 10 minutes. Where later in the season, maybe it'll be 2 minutes. Today that didn't happen to us, but it has happened in other games, and I'm sure it'll happen, hopefully less as the season goes on, but it's going to happen. But yeah, I mean, they seem today to all be on the same page, and that's very promising. Now we have to hold that same level. Yes, of course. Of course. I think I said both coaches, I think, were thinking about Tuesday. I think both of us, because they're in a very tough game, we're in a tough game, and we both want to advance in the Euro Challenge. So, and we have somebody like Chris Young, who's 31 years old, and you know, he's a big guy, and I only had to play him 20 minutes, so I was very happy about that. And he played very well. They had 4 new guys. We had all 5 of our starters were new, so you know, it's kind of easy, and because I know that I was in the same position Coach was in last game against Sweden, where things started going wrong and we couldn't find solutions because we hadn't been together long enough because there's so many new people. So it can easily happen.